All right, guys, I just want to show you a quick troubleshooting when it comes to cooling unit not reaching temperature. It could be a freezer, or it can be a reaching cooler, or can be, as I say, this is a low boy reaching cooler or standing cooler. So first thing I like to do is to hear inside if the unit is making any noise, right? That kind of checks if there is any electrical problem. There are no electrical problems because I hear the unit, the engine and the fan spinning. Second thing I check if there is any ice. This you can see over here, there is a lot of ice. Now it starts to melt now that I open. So what happened if when we fill up the unit, we put all the things along this area, we prevent air circulation. And this causes all this ice buildup. This ice will become like a blanket over the cooling part, preventing air circulation, keeping all the cold inside here, and the air on the refrigerator stays warm. So what I should do right now is disconnect the unit, move all the stuff to another working refrigerator, and allow this to thaw. Again, if there is proper air circulation, this will not happen. If we fill it up too much, then this will happen, and eventually all the stuff will spoil. Another thing that I want to check prior to call a tech is this part over here. This is called coil. Again, I'm not a tech, I'm not an HVAC expert. I just know what it works for me, and I try to make an example. If anybody else can use it, I'm happy. So this is what actually gets rid of the heat. The cold goes inside the unit, the heat comes out of here, right? So whenever this is dirty, it creates, again, some sort of blanket that keeps the heat here. This is gonna eventually destroy your unit, but on a short term, it's gonna warm up the inside. So what I usually do, I take one of those brushes and I try to remove the dust slowly and gently. Again, this is very clean right now, you can see it. And the way you gotta do it is just following the thread here and just going like this to remove all the dust. Now this is very clean. If you've never done it before, you wouldn't even see this. It's completely covered by dust at times. So that really chokes the unit. So when you do this, make sure you don't do it like this, right? You gotta follow the lines. Otherwise you're gonna break it. You see, like here, you see, like here, they damage it. Eventually this will cause us problem. Either it leaks, either it's something that you don't wanna do it, right? So very gently, you scoop it out like this. After this will be a regular maintenance, by the way, and after this is working, this is clean, the inside there is no ice. The last thing I like to check is the gasket. Why? Because we like brand new clean gaskets, but what happens when we do that? They're very hard and they leave the door open, you see? So the door is closed, but it's not really closing. So this is because the gasket is new and it's very hard. So what I would suggest to do is just to remove it like this and soak it in very, very, very hot water for maybe 10-15 minutes. The plastic will get soft. When it's like nice and soft, we're gonna put it back very quickly and keep the unit shut, maybe with some tape, until the plastic gets cold again. This way, we're gonna mold it like the door, and the unit will close. If all of this is done and the temperature inside is still warm, then you gotta call a service, right? But again, a lot of this maintenance stuff, we could do it on a regular basis just to keep our unit up and running and preventing issue. Again, I'm not a tech, I'm not an expert, I'm just telling you what I usually do before calling for service. This would save us a lot of money and a lot of time. So, thanks.